Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very interesting update unfolding right now in price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, just like how we anticipated, Bitcoin started breaking out once it overcame the resistance which was holding us around 113,000. And on my previous video I showed you with so many different examples. Once 113,000 resistance gets broken, the upcoming days for Bitcoin is going to be very bullish. And looking at it now, you can see price after breaking out of this resistance headed straight towards $116,000, and now we are seeing some pullback. But will this result in a further continuation? Will this result in a temporary pullback, retesting the previous resistance line and then heading towards the original direction, or what kind of scenario should we expect next? So as you can see, I have prepared different charts, different scenarios pointing us where the price in the immediate short term and even for the upcoming days could be possibly heading. So before I start talking about it, please do me a favor and destroy that like button. And guys, let's try to reach 1,000 like in this video. Thank you very much. So first thing first, like always, our bottom indicator, this 80 normalized Williams percentage here, looks like playing out again, because on my previous video I showed you guys, whenever we have seen or we have got the confirmation from this 80 normalized and Williams percentage here giving us a bottom sign, the price of Bitcoin after that has done very bullish each and every time. Whenever this indicator to the downside give us a buy confirmation or bottom confirmation, right, after that the price of Bitcoin has done very bullish, very parabolic. So I showed you in our case the same thing could be unfolding, because we got another buy signal in this year of 2025. Two buy signal, one was around March and the second one on September. So if this exact scenario repeats, which in history has been one of the best buying opportunity, you can see if this repeats again, I have been very clear with you guys, the upcoming days in a bigger picture looks extremely bullish for Bitcoin. And now along with this example, what I also want to show you is this parabolic curve pattern, because according to this bottom indicator, you can see when the price of Bitcoin dropped around 107,000, it marked the bottom, and now since then the price is also turning bullish, and parallelly it is also lining up with this parabolic curve pattern. And parabolic curve pattern is another bullish continuation here in a weekly time frame, and this is also pointing us that if Bitcoin, right, if Bitcoin shows furthermore strength and also starts following some of the bullish continuation pattern lining up parallelly, then you can see in a weekly time frame this could be another continuation, a continuation of an uptrend and price heading towards this sell point, and only after that a reversal which could bring us below 100,000. But until then, just like what happened here after base 4, you can see a blow off top type of formation is expected. So that is another reason any sort of a pullback in the immediate short term, I would suggest you to simply zoom out, because the indicators which were holding us, which was bearish, is now turning bullish. I mean, I showed you this was a bearish cross, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, only happens during downtrend. And each and every time in the past price action, whenever this indicator started turning bearish, you can see the price of Bitcoin started with a bearish move. And here I showed you guys, once 113,000 resistance gets broken, despite this being a bearish cross, we might see a coiling up from this Williams alligator indicator, which will be a sign of an incoming volatility. So today I'm actually expecting more volatility, which could bring the price of Bitcoin with another pullback. But please be aware, any sort of a pullback now, the same trend line which during downtrend you can see acted as resistance here will be acting as support, just like from this past price action. I mean, since the price of Bitcoin is above this trend line now, any sort of a pullback will be finding support from this Williams alligator indicator. And to the downside, even the RSI has clearly jumped over 50 and MACD has also clearly turned bullish, which is a sign of strength, which is also pointing us the upcoming days for Bitcoin could favor the longs. And even in the immediate short term, if Bitcoin shows some weakness, right, shows another continuation to the downside, please look at this right angle broadening bottom pattern, because according to this right angle broadening bottom pattern, if the price gets attracted back towards this upper trend line, then just like in this example, it could be just a retest. I mean, around 113,000, 112,800, it could be just a retest, and price after that could continue with this uptrend, because the right angle broadening bottom pattern is a bullish continuation pattern. And according to this bullish continuation pattern, since we have already broken out of this upper trend line now, our price objective, you can see our price objective sits in between 119, 120,000. So according to this right angle broadening bottom pattern, even if the price shows weakness but manages to remain above this upper trend line, you can see it will be looked as a retest, and price after that to continue with this uptrend, because parallelly along with this right angle broadening bottom pattern, Bitcoin is also following another bullish continuation pattern known as ascending triangle. And according to this ascending triangle, Bitcoin broke out of the upper trend line 113,000 resistance now. Any sort of a pullback just like here, it could be just a temporary pullback towards this upper trend line, temporary pullback towards this Williams alligator indicator, temporary pullback around this upper trend line here as well, and then a continuation of an uptrend. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that if Bitcoin manages to remain above this upper trend line from this ascending triangle, from this right angle broadening bottom pattern above this Williams alligator indicator, you can see the upcoming days clearly suggests 119 to 120,000, because even the price target from this ascending triangle, if you look at it carefully, you can see sits around 119,000, 120,000. So that's why I personally believe 119, 120,000 will be attracting us. And now let me show you the reason why we are facing resistance after reaching 116,000 price range, because parallelly, if you look at this leading indicator, this leading indicator gives us information beforehand, and according to this leading indicator, 116,000 was the top CPI line, and this top CPI line for now is being looked as resistance. But we know even if we see another continuation to the downside now, since we are above this central and even above this bottom CPI line, now even if Bitcoin shows weakness, the same trend line will be acting as extremely important support for us. So that's why even a retest around 113,000, 112,800 area doesn't mean we are bearish. It could be just a temporary pullback, and price after that would show a continuation which might look somehow like this. I mean, for the month of September, our bullish target is still open, the monthly arrow line, which is around $119,300. So that's why 119 to 120,000 will be looked as our upcoming target if Bitcoin remains above 113,000. But we know the probability is very high. I mean, Bitcoin, after some weakness, still continue with this uptrend. This probability is still there. So unless something unexpected happened today, I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to follow this bullish trend and also get attracted around 119, 120,000, because even this falling channel, bull flag, descending channel breakout is another bullish continuation pattern. And according to this as well, if Bitcoin continues higher, our price target sits around 119, 120,000. So looking into different time frame, looking into different scenarios, you can see simply remaining above 113,000 in the medium short term means 119, 120,000 will be attracting us. So any sort of a doubt, please zoom out. So guys, this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And guys, if you haven't claimed free bonus available from Bybit, then definitely check the video description as well. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.